For me, this is a win, not just for me, though it is, but it's really a win for, I think, the state of Wisconsin.
Brian Hagedorn declaring victory in the Supreme Court race, a race that experts say is still too close to call. And because the results are so tight, a recount could be called.
Sean Gallagher working on this story all afternoon, looked into what Lisa Neubauer says she's going to do and what route she might take.
Yeah, well, Charles and Shannon, it could take weeks. The recount in the 2011 Wisconsin Supreme Court race took over a month and a half, so we may need to buckle up for a wild ride.
We have seen near record turnout and a razor-thin margin.
Lisa Neubauer sent a message from her Facebook page to her supporters. In the minute and 25-second video, she didn't say the word recount once, but she made it apparent she's not giving up.
We need to make sure that every last vote is counted, and that's going to take a little time.
But if she wants a recount right now, it'll cost her.
In order for that recount to be free, the margin has to be 0.25%.
Reed Magny works for the Wisconsin Elections Commission. He says in the next 10 days, all 72 counties will do their official canvasses, which is standard after every election, validating the unofficial results from the election.
Those are due to us by Friday, April 12th. So once the last of the 72 counties come in, then the clock starts. And the losing candidate has 3 business days in which to request a recount.
Outside of an anomaly in 2011 where an entire city's votes weren't counted, Magny says the unofficial results are pretty accurate. But in a recount, each county goes back and checks every vote again, either by hand or by machine, in a tediously long process. The recount in 2011 resulted in a margin change of 312 votes, and in 2016, that margin changed by just 131 votes, and it cost Jill Steinskamp more than $2 million. And because Lisa Neubauer is trailing by just under half a percentage point, she would be on the hook for paying for the recount. And Magny says it could cost less than the 2016 election, mainly because there are about half as many votes to count, but still would be pretty pricey. Charles and Shannon.
We shall see. Thank you, Sean.